Welcome back to Good Day State Line. We have Transitions Hospice here with us again, of course, on Veterans Day, and we're going to talk a little bit about veterans. So we have Dr. Kapur and Ilene. Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in. So for anyone maybe who's new to transitions, just give us your little spiel about what you guys do.
Right. So we are a full service hospice and palliative care company. So we do both and they're different. Palliative care is typically a comprehensive approach with any good internist or primary care practitioner to kind of start talking about goals, delineating plan of care, and to identify symptom management needs as a patient gets diagnosed with an advancing illness. And then we have the hospice piece too.
Sure. Okay. So Ilene, how do you fit in with all of it?
So I am the volunteer coordinator. So I recruit volunteers, and we are always in need of volunteers. And we have them sit with patients for companionship or give respite care for the caregiver.
That's awesome. So why do you think that's so important? Especially, we're talking on Veterans Day, and I know you came dressed for the chat. Tell us why that's so important today.
I do. There's a program called We Honor Veterans. I'm very passionate about this program because I feel all of our veterans, no matter where they served, what role they served in, need to be respected and honored, especially during their last journey.
So how do the volunteers and the veterans all get, fixed together?
So my goal is to recruit veteran volunteers so we can have a vet-to-vet sitting, and it's called the Vet-to-Vet program. And it's amazing when you get veterans together. They have an instant connection. They know the same language. They understand where each other have come from. So it's an instant bond, which is very impactful for the hospice patient who's a veteran.
I bet, and we've talked before about how, sometimes individuals are in hospice and they have a huge family who's there or friends, but sometimes people are alone or at least don't have the ability to have that many people there consistently. So maybe that's where your volunteers come in as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. And the caregiver, oftentimes, if they're the only one, they need a break outside of the house because it's emotionally, physically exhausting. So to have that break, and sometimes family members just get tired of helping the person caring for their loved one.
Well, because sometimes people are involved with hospice for a long time, right?
Right, and truly, I know that it's probably a very rewarding experience to not only be involved as a volunteer, but to participate in that dignified journey to their last breath. I know that we definitely honor the veterans, and today is such a special day, and we're so happy that Ilene can, elaborate on how we serve veterans.
So, how are we honoring veterans for how they've served in addition to the Vet-to-Vet program?
So typically through the month of November, we'll partner with facilities and do a We Honor Veteran pinning ceremony where we provide a pin, a card thanking them for their service, have little, refreshments, play music, and do a little, poem or speech thanking them and honoring them for their time that they've given to our country.
That's so nice. Yeah. So I guess the one thing where we kind of missed is how do you, call you? How do we get in touch with you if we want to be a volunteer? How does the volunteer program actually work?
Sure. So to become a volunteer, there's lots of paperwork, just like applying for a job. We do background check, we do TB tests, we vet everyone because they're going into people's homes and we're approving that. And then there's training and there's continual training, little by little, piece by piece, to prepare you. And as a coordinator, I'm there to support the volunteers should any questions come up or what should have I done, that kind of a thing.
When you decide to be a volunteer, what is the length of that role like? Is this for everyone or is this for someone that has a lot of time to commit to this volunteer position?
It could be for everyone. We ask just for a commitment of 1 to 3 hours a week. If you have more, of course, that would be great. And to go in and visit our patients wherever they call home, whether it's their home or a facility.
I love that. And I love that there's so many different opportunities. And especially as we get closer to the holidays, people are looking for ways to help others. And this is such an important one.
Yes. And we're so thankful to all of the veterans for what you've done for our country and for us. And, we want to honor you in most, a dignified fashion as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming in today. We'll be right back.
The preceding segment was sponsored by Transitions Hospice.